Hey, we're Mads and Dan. In this episode, we continue our Costa Rican adventures and head north towards La Fortuna, the land of volcanoes, waterfalls, and hot springs. After exploring the Nicoya Peninsula, we returned to Alajuela to say goodbye to our amazing troopy and picked up a way less exciting car to begin the journey north. Estamos en La Fortuna.
We are now in our second car of the trip. We dropped off Trippy and now we are arriving at La Fortuna, and there is a double rainbow next to a volcano opposite a sunset. You really can't make this stuff up. It is so beautiful. And we're very close to our Airbnb for the next 2 nights, which we can't wait to show you guys because it's gonna be epic. And honestly, the volcano has been so cool. I've been spending half the time driving looking at the volcano and half the time looking at the road. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's a good drive from Alajuela.
Yeah, and the town, we just quickly stopped in at the town to get some groceries. It was very
lively.
Yeah, super lively, very nice, and yeah, so far loving this place. The air is just
pura vida.
Yeah, it's so nice. It's fresh, it's rainforesty, it's hard to describe, but it's very nice. There was a sign on the way here actually that said La Fortuna is difficult to describe, more or less, I think was how it translates to. And
words can't describe
it. I feel that way right now.
And it is beautiful. We're so excited. We're literally living life of luxury right now. Major tone change to the beautiful rooftop tent we were in, but this is just incredible.
Day 9.
Good morning. We have just woken up in our Airbnb in La Fortuna with the most incredible view of Volcán Arenal, and it is just dreamy. We woke up to watch the sunrise, and we're having such a dreamy morning with some coffee.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Can't beat this view.
So we've just arrived at the Catarata Rio La Fortuna. I was not expecting all this built up infrastructure, and you have to pay $18 each to get in, but hopefully it'll be worth it. It's nice and early, so it won't be too busy. I think lots of money goes towards for conservation and protection. I think it's a national park. We're just not really used to paying for national parks like in Australia, so there you go. Just leaving Rio Fortuna now. It was a really beautiful waterfall, huge drop. You need to look up how big the drop is. It was really cool, and swimming in it was amazing. It's so powerful, We got there at 7:30 and it opens at 7. There were already a few people there, but there's quite a lot of space at the bottom, and there's also a bit further down the stream where you can swim too, so everyone was a bit spread out, so it was fine. Definitely get there early if you want to have it a bit more to yourself, because I think it does get really busy during the day. It costs $18 each. I think most of the attractions around here cost money, which is part of the conservation, and also just it is a very popular spot with tourists. So just bear that in mind when you're coming to La Fortuna. How's the coffee?
Yeah, it's very nice. Super impressed with Costa Rican coffee. It is good. The whole town's kind of just a nice big circle around the base of the volcano, so everywhere you go there's good views. And this coffee shop had like a telescope set up so you could see like smouldering bits of molten lava that have come out from the volcano, so it's just so cool being near a volcano. Whoa.
There are lots of hiking trails in La Fortuna that you can do to get closer to the volcano and see the lava flows. We have decided to do El Mirador Silencio. We've read some good reviews about it, and it's also the cheapest, but at only 5,000 colones per person, whereas some of the other ones are like $20 per person. So as you can see, we were really underprepared for this hike. We hadn't researched quite how long the walk would take, so we weren't wearing activewear or trainers. I was in a dress and Dan was wearing Birkenstocks. We also had massively underestimated how warm it would be. We were walking uphill mostly on black volcanic rock, and the midday sun was beating down on us. Definitely don't do what we did and just plan a bit better.
Behind us we have the Arenal Volcano, and as you can see here is all the lava tracks from the 1968 eruption. We've walked up from the base down kind of near the main road through some rainforest jungly trekking. Then this last part you then start walking up part of the one of the volcano tracks. So it's quite hot, and as you can see there's lots and lots of black rock around us. Yeah, obviously 1968 it erupted and it came down like this way, and it left in its path obviously all this volcanic rock, it's really black, and obviously some stuff has started to grow since then. But yeah, it's nice because it's a completely uninterrupted view of Arenal. Yeah, there's no one here, so we came to one of the more quiet kind of paths. There's a few which are a bit closer. You drive up to it, it's less of a walk.
After a really busy morning, we just went back to the Airbnb to chill and cool down because it was so hot. After that hike, we were knackered, so we just went to the aircon in the Airbnb, which is such a luxury after being in a tent, and chilled. And then the heavens opened, storm clouds rolled over, so we just watched the storm cover the volcano from our Airbnb. It's still raining, but it looks like it's easing up a bit. It's kind of typical for there to be afternoon storms at this time of the year. But we are headed in to La Fortuna now. We need to pick up our laundry, and then we're gonna grab a drink and a bite to eat before going back to the Airbnb. Different colours. Morning.
Morning in paradise.
Good morning. We've come for our morning bath and we've come through some hot springs. It is so warm. It's literally like bath water. Wow.
It's better than our bath at our accommodation. It's definitely warmer.
Yeah.
It's so warm. It heats up because of the thermal activity from the volcano just nearby. So all the water is warm. It's a fully natural process.
The crazy thing is, this is completely free. There's so many hot spring resorts in the town, like literally just next door. It must be the same spring. There's something called Tabacon, where I think it's like $80 a day to go visit and like swim in the hot springs. And this is just down the road. You park just on like the side of the road and come down like 10 meters and it's here. So definitely goes for free ones. Don't waste your money unless you want like a spa day, but like definitely you can get to hot springs without paying. So this is where we parked. Up there, back towards La Fortuna, is Tabacon Resort, and we just went past it and parked there. And no one else is here. I think during the day there's normally a guy who is an unofficial parking attendant who will look after your car for like 2,000 kilometers. So once again, pure proof that getting up early and going to these type of things early is so worth it. Every time we've driven past it during the day, there's been heaps of cars. There's loads of space, so it wouldn't really matter if there are other people there. But it was just so peaceful getting those like little jacuzzis that are formed by the rocks all to ourselves. So yeah, if you want it by yourself, it's I think almost 7 AM now. Yummy.
I didn't realise this was included with our room.
It's down at the resort further down.
That plantain is nice.
So this is the end of our time in Arenal. We have had such a great 2 nights, 3 days here. It surprised us so much. We loved it.
Yeah, it's definitely been my favourite place so far that we've visited here in Costa Rica.
It's just got everything. There's so much to do. So many hikes, waterfalls, hot springs, like it's just so cool. Would 100% make sure you make it here when you come to Costa Rica because it is just incredible. We've loved our Airbnb with the view of the volcano, which is just like incredible. So yeah, really stoked. Loved our time here. Really feeling the pura vida. What did we get?
So we add to our collection of shot glasses with one from here. Stubby holder, Costa Rica, pura vida.
Yeah. For anyone looking for a place to stay, we would highly recommend Sangregado Lodge. It feels so secure and safe. The view of the volcano is amazing. And the customer service is so attentive. They always are trying to help. They send so much information beforehand. We booked through Airbnb, and you get a free buffet breakfast at the resort, which is down the road. which if you don't have a car, they can arrange a shuttle for you. It's right next to the hanging bridges, which we didn't do this time, but you can do as a popular destination. It's a bit out of town, but it's an easy enough drive, and it's actually closer to most of the like volcano attractions. So peaceful. We saw eagles, toucans, and everything straight from our bedroom window, which was just awesome. Yeah, definitely recommend it.
Yeah, definitely. The rooms were great. Beds are comfy.
Huge king size bed.
Yeah, really, really couldn't ask for more. It was fantastic, and just the view of the volcano was uninterrupted, and it was just fantastic.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Join us next time to finish our travels around Costa Rica in the Punta Arenas region, visiting Jacó and Manuel Antonio National Park. And don't forget to like and subscribe.